some teams have to take notes.
For sure.
I feel like if they have to take notes from me, they got to go to the real me AI coaching. You know, I feel like they did cover it better than me.
I thought you were a coach.
Soon be your burial ground.
I'm not anymore, so what does that tell you?
Okay.
Well, thanks for that confidence boost, by the way. So Boostgate is going to be the first pick here, betting on the Fanny as well as the Lapu. Leon saw what Jushin can do, bans it out.
Yeah, this is already interesting, right? Because the Fanny ban is actually on the first phase, or on the blue side compared to the usual red side. So maybe Boostgate is not really that confident with their own Fanny composition, not so much for the players.
And I think is honestly fair, because I feel like Fanny is pretty strong on second pick, because you roughly see the first pick and you know that you can play around it or not. A first pick Fanny can be, I would say, quite intimidating.
I think it's hard.
Intimidating and risky at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if Sora is going to be left open or not. We've seen Sora either... I think it's almost at 100% pick or
ban.
Almost. There was this one game that they completely ignored it. But the Kalea is the next ban coming from VGT. Is this the moment? I really want to see a Sora game.
I mean, if they let it go, then they probably just want that Valentina, right? Because Sora is a pretty safe first pick because it's super flexible. Legit any lane. Maybe not mid, but you can make the argument that it could work in mid.
I mean, we saw a lot of crazy fighters in the mid lane if you bring out the healing kind of roamer, right?
Yeah.
Like Terisla could work, Lapu Lapu could work, Cho could work, but...
If you have a Joy or a Harif, I don't see a problem by getting a fighter in mid.
Maybe a strategy that needs to be explored for a lot of coaches out there, but I think they're going to prefer to play it safe, and Sora's going to be left wide open. Boostgate, do they want to bite?
But I do like this Yuzong ban, because Yuzong is... Okay, so let's think this out. If Boostgate picks up that Sora, and then Leon, they will reply with Valen Arlet.
Then pick Valen first.
Nah, I mean...
I think another route is you could go for either a Lance or a Yuzong if any of those is your comfort. But looks like they are going for the Eve, which I feel like Leon can pick up the Sora here, and if Boostgate wants a Valentina, it has to be a side lane.
I think the idea of picking Eve here is knowing that there's no Kalea, there's no Fanny, and mostly there's no Yuzong and also Lapu Lapu, which is the main two EXP laner that can dive into the backline. So now you have this safe haven in the backline for the Eve to utilize.
Oh, there's
Sora's going to be picked up. Wow.
Okay, I guess the only hero that I'm thinking about that could actually be a quote-unquote counter towards the Eve would just be the Claude. We've seen Claude be very popular today, especially in that previous matchup. So that's something that we should still be, thinking about. Unless, of course, BGT want to explore that first. But considering how flexible RX is, I feel like it's a little too wasteful. So they go for the Hayabusa and the Gatot Kacha instead.
Ooh. Feels like maybe the patch really isn't changing that much, because this feels like a previous patch kind of draft from Boostgate here.
Now, I feel like we did talk about it, right? You just got to play safe. So instead of adapting to the meta, play what you've already trained for a few months now and just trust in your training. And I feel like the heroes they picked up got nerfed, but it's not like completely out of the meta. They're definitely still usable. As long as you're confident enough, I think you can make it work. The only thing that can throw a wrench in their play here is really just going to be the Sora. Because again, it's relatively new. You might not be able to play around the Torrent form that well. And they pick up the Lunox, which I feel is okay. Maybe they're picking this preemptively in case, like they don't want to ban out like a Uranus, or they don't want to ban out something like a Esmeralda. So just pick up the answer first, and a Harif as well. So maybe this is just so that they can ban out something else.
It's also safe as a mid laner, right? You have choices, what else? Like Farsa, Kimi, these are heroes that are very susceptible to the Hayabusa and the Gatot Kacha, so it's not a viable pick. The Lunox a lot more flexible in her damage output. So we're getting to the bans now. Arlet is the first choice here, taken by Leon.
And I like this. They're in a way just targeting the EXP. And now banning out the Ruby as well. I can see that, because with the Lunox, it is actually still possible for them to play double fighters, and we don't know the build that Juviana, which we are assuming is going to be using the Sora and the EXP. What kind of build is he going for?
Yeah, still remains to be seen. Yeah, interesting Lunox pick here actually. I think usually in Indonesia you pick the setter first before the Lunox. At least that's how it goes here in ID. But it looks like they want to be super aggressive here, but they still banned the Uranus anyway, Lafel. Even though, in a way, Lunox is probably the best way to counter the Uranus. Interesting. So maybe is it just more of a lane matchup for the Sora to be able to flourish in the XP lane?
I think it's like between Uranus or Esmeralda.
Yep.
And maybe they're just like, we rather deal with the Esmeralda than the Uranus.
Because at least if you're up against an Esmeralda, if you stun her, there's not going to be any passive healing from the Esmeralda, right? You have this Mountain Shocker, you have a lot of CCs on your hand, and a way to set up the Lunox. But for Uranus, if you stun him up, he's still healing.
So now for the first pick here for Leon. Like I said, the setter is not there. Now even the Cho gets banned out. I wonder if they do want to go for catch. So they're gonna hide that. I wonder if they are thinking that they might want to flex the Sora over to roam. So they show the Claude first?
Yeah, I think that's definitely it. I think they're waiting for the final moment because we want to see the next two picks. We talked about the Claude earlier on. The Claude does pop up. Going to be a way to kind of try and alleviate the pressure from the real world manipulation from the Eve. Do they want to go for that risky Val in the gold lane? Because it is an option.
It is an option, yeah.
I don't think it's a good lane against the Claude, is it not?
I think it's actually kind of decent. Like you're not winning the lane per se, obviously, but you still hold your own. You just gotta wait for your opportunity. And they are going to bide on the Valentina gold lane RX. Wait a minute. Excuse me, more?
Hang on.
Oh, Valen. Oh, Valen EXP. Right? Like the days with Lucas. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And Leon closes it out with a high-lows.
Yeah.
A little bit more versatility in that mid lane.
So it really is about, because again, Tezet is the coach, and it's like, same with Lucas, man. Valen EXP, it's kind of not bad. In fact, it's pretty good.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, we'll see.
I'm so excited.
I'm sorry, I tried to match your energy.
It's
I guess
okay.
that doesn't work for me.
It's fine.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to jump into game number 1. Leon going up against Boostgate here. And this draft is going to be revolutionary because if Boostgate does well with this Valen EXP against the Sora, we might already have an answer early here in the wildcards.
Let's see if it works out, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally seeing that head-to-head matchup as we jump into the land of Dawn. Will they be able to utilize it? And will it actually work? I'm really excited to see how this matchup will actually work. What build do they go for? Okay, I guess in terms of emblems, they're going for a little bit more sustain with the Valentina.
Can I just say, that was sick. I think the land of Dawn right now is at night because here in Indo it's nighttime.
Oh.
Did you guys see that? Like it's dark.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really cool touch.
That's so cool.
W.
You're cool.
Yeah, thank you so much. But oh man, this Valentina EXP, in a way, it's actually better than gold Valentina, right? Because you're not only wasting this, extra gold in the gold lane, and you are already activated once you're in the first objective because you get level 4.
Oh, wait a second, Jinzu?
Oh, Jinzu is going to be the first one to fall here. Aki might follow up, still has the flicker to get away, but still holding on to it finally. Using the flicker. Oh, where are we going? Finally getting taken down. Identity has to use the flicker to also get him down.
Yeah, and so far RX having a good time here. Boostgate all around is just having a good time. Before 2 minutes, already getting 2 kills. And both in mid.
That's the early game pressure that they're known for, right? That early game surprise, that early game rotation, that early game aggression. And it feels like the composition that they drafted with really allows that to work. Let's see if Leon can find a way to either mirror it or look for something else around the map.
Yep, interesting builds here. Looks like common emblem for the Valentina. Both gold laners are going for the fighter emblem, and both getting the Festival of Blood. So they really want to sustain as long as they can. And Sora does have the Festival of Blood, but is going for a tank emblem. So quite a lot of changes here in terms of the emblem setup for both teams.
Yeah, and I feel like for Sora as well, Spell Film is not really super important. If you build the War X2 now, Kazue will try to take this turtle. It looks like there's not going to be any retaliation from LEON Esports. Just going to back down and try to play it safe.
So now, what's the plan for LEON Esports? Oh, so low.
That's not the plan. That's not the plan at all.
Oh man, they're winning on every single lane.
Yeah, not looking good at all to start the game here, especially the gold lane where you're supposed to be a bit more, I guess, safe here, especially if you're on a Claude. Yeah, I get it. It's a carry, so you're losing out on the lane, but don't die, please.
I mean, like at this point, Boostgate can really do whatever they want, and I guess shout-outs to Coach Tez, and like you said, maybe they do get quality scrims here because they look well prepared in every single lane, and they're not stopping.
The Battleaxe has been popped up. Jinsu still somehow surviving with also the glorious pathway.
Okay. So now LEON Esports is behind by quite a bit. It looks like they're trying to give a little bit more portioning of gold towards Lamage on the Claude, hoping that he could actually catch up in that particular lane. But as it stands, it's still a 1,000 gold lead here for Boostgate, and you can already see more rotations coming through from BTG.
The thing is, gentlemen and women, this draft coming in from Leon is really a draft you do not want to fall behind on, because Claude needs items, and I would say the Lunox needs items, and the Yisun Shin needs items. 3 members of your team really needs the farm, and whether you like it or not, Agi has to be the one to basically share the farm, right? Agi has to be sharing the farm, so Leon losing by 1,000 gold, honestly, it feels like 4,000 gold.
Does feel like it. Interesting build though here by XC. He's going for the anti-crush or the dreadnought armor actually.
Kind of the same build when you're going up against Lucas. You just want to be tanky and probably going to be using the shifting skies more on the tank farm, the torrent farm, where you just keep on stunning them up. So that's probably the idea. You're kind of the engager, counter-engager, maybe even the setup.
A little bit cheesy though. RWM very early just to burst down the turtle. Excuse me, but looks like the Ogi Shadow Kill will be able to take one. Agi dodges through the AOG with the brilliance. Jinsu getting knocked down or getting taunted up by the Gato Kacha. It looks like Kazue still wanting his turtle. It looks like Water will take it down instead.
Okay, great retaliation coming in from LEON Esports. They saw that Water was, a head-to-head in terms of EXP. Went in for the 50-50, was able to gamble it. The way that LEON Esports was able to deny that proper setup. Wait a second, XC's so low right now.
Wait, XC still surviving. Water getting the Mountain Chalker deals onto him, but no kills in the bottom lane.
Hey, defense was pretty good there. And we also got to say the Brave Smite really helped XC out, and he just waited inside the bush, thinking if he gets out and loses vision, might be in a bad position going up against Water. Very bold move, but hey, it worked out.
What did you think about that previous neutral objective setup from Boostgate?
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Seriously,
Wait for the next one.
I genuinely think that might be a misclick by Identity. Like, I don't see why you would pop the RWM like that.
That early or in that position?
In that position too, like, you trying to burst down the turtle or something?
I don't know, I think it was a zoning effort, but...
Oh, Juviana drags Rockter down into his own team, and it's gonna get taken down here. No chance of AOG for Rockter.
Hey, that 1,000 gold lead that Boostgate had, it's gone.
Yeah. This is good coming in from Leon, showing their, I would say, macro prowess, understanding how to get farmed somewhere else. And they're equalizing despite still losing in terms of kill for like 3 kills here. They're doing pretty good and dodging all of these engages coming in from Boostgate. And Boostgate keeps trying to get those kills, but it's not going anywhere.
They lost a turret as well in the top side. RX gonna have to figure out a way to get back in the lead of gold. Only ahead by 500. It's actually shrunken quite a bit here.
Yeah, actually, only Carry has a gold lead here. Everyone else is all on Leon. Looks like getting that turtle really set up this domino effect of everything going into Leon's favor.
Let's see if it goes to Leon again this time. Another turtle fight. Kazue. Oh! Drive-by turret or turtle steal with only the shadows. That is value.
How did that happen? Water was ahead 1 level.
Yeah, I feel like he just used it a little bit too early, so unfortunate there.
Another kill towards Agi, and now looks like Boostgate Esports wants more kill. RWM, finally this one is perfectly placed, but no kills or additional kills for Boostgate.
Actually, that was a pretty nasty lockdown, having the RWM along with the shifting skies coming in from the Valentina. Dude, they were not getting out of the RWM. That was nasty.
And that was value as well for Boostgate, right? They were able to pick up a tower on the bottom side with that. So that 200 gold that LEON Esports had in that previous escapade has actually been taken back by Boostgate.
AOG connecting on towards one. Jinzu is the only one that's taken it. Wactor taking a lot of damage from the turret and is going to be out of the fight.
Overextension?
You know, he was optimistic. But,
I like that.
Sometimes things just don't work out. What are you going to do?
But it's funny because overextension has been a problem that people have written about both Boostgate Esports and LEON Esports. So coming into this game, we are seeing a little bit of that being reflected. I'm wondering whether or not they can adapt in the game to, you know, minimize that sort of thing from happening.
By the way, interesting, hold on before Joviana taking quite a bit of damage from Identity as well as RX. Interesting stat we saw just now, the highest damage is from Identity, but the second highest is from Exi. So despite building tanky, it's doing quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's the early game, you know, pseudo Sora that Exi has.
Better Sora.
It's like a Lucas problem.
Yeah, it is a Lucas problem, and now trying it again.
Wactor is not gun shy at all, and he might get punished again by the turret. Oh man, gotta tone down the adrenaline here.
I don't know,
Okay,
it feels
so
like kind of off in positioning. Did you see that?
I mean, like, they have this anime mindset where, okay, the first time didn't work, but we just punch harder. Okay, it didn't work again, but the third time.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
I mean, to be fair, they're still up 1k gold lead here by Boostgate, but it looks like another burst on towards the objective. This time is the Lord, and Water just smoothly take that one. Boostgate Esports, do they want to chase? No. And that one mistake, or two mistakes.
What?
Exi? Oh, Exi, flicker forward and getting one. Water's gonna get taken down. RX and crew will try to kill the turret or get the turret here.
Oh
RX, oh my goodness, this is a battle of overextension. To the front is the Claude. Looks like Agi's super low though, but Kazue, can he punish? No! The Ogi Shadow Kill, he has enough time to actually delay that one, but he gets taken down instead. What was happening? That was chaos.
Well, it started with Joviana shifting skies, pulling RX closer, Agi tapping just a bit of damage, and now LEON Esports, they're still continuing.
Oh, Jamal. Exi actually copied the ultimate from the Cologne. I forgot the name, but
Blazing Duet.
Blazing Duet. Oh, revitalized by Walktrap. I think he's gonna go down here. But wow, like I am.
Hey, overextensions, man. If anything, it makes great MLBB games.
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
But does it win games? You know, that was a 3-4-2 trade. They're going back in. They get the turret.
Well, RWM, Joviana might get taken down here. Ogi Shadow Kill. More HP for Joviana there with the shifting skies. But it looks like they're just gonna tone it down now, right? Tone it down, you know? Chill just a bit.
Imagine like committing the same way twice and both didn't work out, and then your opponent just takes the lead. We're going to be looking at the highlights here, and we got to look at Joviana as well as Agi. Look at that, pulling in RX, big burst of damage coming both from the EXP as well as the mid lane. And after that, this is where Boostgate kind of, I would say, panicked a little bit. They're like, whoa, what just happened? And then they scrambled. And in that confusion, LEON Esports really took a big advantage there.
Yeah, they were able to get one kill over Boostgate and on the important members from Boostgate as well. But I guess it started because of Exi, right? That entire thing unfolded because of Exi. The fact that he was able to dive in, get that pick over, and everyone else collapsed. It worked. Would you consider that being like a bad positioning for RX, or?
It gives him a false sense of confidence.
Okay.
Yeah. That happens, like, especially as a roamer, if you have a good engage, even though it's not a good time for your damage dealers to go in, sometimes they do. You know, that's just one of those fights.
Shifting skies, finally getting two right now. RWM, and now the whole team of LEON Esports will able to get away. But it looks like Kazue is going to get punished by the whole team of LEON Esports too.
And I believe he was stunned up by Jinzu because he was stuck there for a while, was not able to use the Ogi Shadow Kill. As you can see, he still has the ult. So maybe they were chain CCing from Water Juviana as well as Jinzu so that the Haya could not do anything.
Yeah, that's the disease of every Hayabusa player have, man. Like, just underestimating those micro stunts from the opponent.
And now, what's the call?
Not sure. LEON Esports going for the Lord, though. Kazue is nowhere to be seen because he's dead. No retribution at all for Boostgate Esports. A kill for Water. Blazing Duad. It looks like LEON Esports will just back away. No, Water wants more. But it looks like, oh, RX, where are you hitting? But it looks like the kill is going to be still secured by Walker. They want more. They're still chasing Identity. Hitching up towards Walker. RWM towards the perfect target. Jamal getting taken down to 2 kills for both sides.
But remember, LEON still has the Lord up. So technically, all in all, that was a 3-4-2 trade in a position where Boostgate is falling behind. You wouldn't really normally see engages happening like that. And the big question is it worth it? Was that worth it?
For Boostgate?
Yeah.
I feel like it's something, you know? Like, you can't lose everything. You got to trade. And you lost the Lord. Might as well take some members just so that they can't push with 5, right? So I think overall it is definitely worth it because they don't lose everything. You can lose something, it's just something.
Oh man,
that's what my uncle used to say.
Very
wise.
Yeah, very wise uncle.
I didn't agree with him back then. No, that's it. I just don't agree with him back then.
Okay.
I thought there was like a punchline or something.
So you don't have a change of heart on that?
I don't believe in heart.
Okay. What?
I don't believe in change.
That's a conversation for a different day, Chef.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
800 gold lead for LEON Esports right now. I'm not even sure like which team has the tempo, has the momentum here. Because they're just going guns blazing towards the opponent. Like every time they have the skill, they're not gun shy at all.
Guys, look at Joviana. Joviana's just waiting.
Ooh.
He's kind of a bit too far though.
It might work.
Yeah, it might work if someone's close by.
Oh,
so it's going to recall, okay.
And they want to control the far lane first.
Because I feel like for Boostgate here, someone needs to be the sacrificial lamb in terms of getting all those annoying CCs out of the way. Because Kazue clearly wants to make a play, but he can't make a play if Sora hasn't used his Shifting Skies, if Water hasn't used his boat. So
don't go in. Okay.
Someone's gotta take all of these problems away, then he can go in.
Leon's not trading well. They lost a turret in the top side. They weren't able to get that tower in the bottom side either as a trade. Boostgate, they're working the map a little bit better here in the 15th minute.
I would say with all the games we've seen today, this is definitely one of the closer ones.
For sure, like not even close, man. But yeah,
no, I think it is close.
I mean, compared to the other games,
that's what you mean. Okay. I was confusion.
Yeah.
I think we had an 18-minute game earlier on.
I'm not sure. Maybe not. We'll check that later, but so far it's 15 minutes.
I won't.
I could.
Well, there you go. I would say at this point, LEON Esports, they've gotten... They have passed that awkward haircut phase, you know? Where now it's grown out a bit. Everyone has their items. So they're approaching their strongest form when they have 3 farmers and all 3 farmers have their farming equipment. You know what I mean?
I get it.
They got the ideals.
I don't think Lamage is full item yet. I think that's...
He doesn't have to be.
Fury Hammer last?
Oh,
Jinzu!
Pulls the trigger. Looks like they want to go on a full-on team, but Shifting Skies! And it looks like Boostgate Esports gets the momentum here. It looks like Lamage hitting in the back line and also using the life steal to be able to stay alive. And that's going to be a W for LEON Esports after a good Shifting Skies, I gotta say, from XC.
And I would say that's very brave coming in from Jinzu, because did you see the amount of damage that RX was able to deal on that high loss? He was just like, I'm staying here because I know Joviana's coming in.
Another good Shifting Skies here by XC, but it looks like no kills just yet. But they prevent the mid-turret takedown.
I would say this is kind of the mistake of Boostgate, because I really feel like they threw their lead. Because again, LEON Esports, the biggest problem with their draft is that they have 3 scalers, and 3 scalers needs items, and now everyone has their items. Looking at the replay here, look at Jinzu. Gets,
oh man,
like he almost died, but like you said, the Shifting Skies really turned the tides, and even disrupting Identity from using the RWM, so the majority of their damage was taken care of instantly. Yeah. And after that, there was no more They're more threats for Leon.
Yeah, Boostgate Esports has a composition that's a little bit more,
Alt-dependent.
skill. There you go,
Alt-dependent.
alt-dependent. So as soon as those resources are out, you have heroes like Agi on the Lunox that can just deal that constant damage, and that was a big problem in that long-term fight.
Super aggressive, Juviana. They get one turret on top. Might be going for another one here in the mid lane, but no wave that they can utilize here currently.
I feel like they really got to respect Joviana on this Sora and making sure that Identity and RX is not touched. At this point, if Kazuya dies, it is what it is. But RX and Identity cannot. They got to be safe.
But how do they do that, right? There's so much dive coming through. Jinzu, really good at, baiting the resources from Identity as well.
They want to force this one. LEON Esports desperately trying to get the mid turret here. Water gets one shot there, but looks like it's not going to go down just yet. Good job from Boostgate to secure that one.
I mean, at this point, it is a war of attrition. You got to wait out for someone to make a mistake because this is 18 minutes. So even if you do lose out on objectives or whatever, kills are what's important now. Approaching 22 minutes, once 22 minutes have passed, it's going to be around 40-50 seconds for the death timers.
That's huge. That's like an end game breaking as well. They're picking up information here now for Boostgate. You can see that LEON Esports are heavily prioritizing the purple buff, but they do have a little bit more time before that next Lord spawns in, and this is where the decision-making gets tested for both teams. LEON Esports have a history of questionable decision-making in the late game, but so does Boostgate Esports.
I feel like we got to look at the itemization from Juviana here because the itemization is so smart. Having the Chasa's Pauldron as well as the Queen's Wings, making it so that you can't get bursted down and you're dropping the attack speed. And even if your HP gets so low, that Queen's Wings will make it so that you're tankier when you're low HP, and the Chasa's Pauldron just pushes your HP back. So Juviana is going to be so difficult to be taken down.
And it worked out earlier, right? He was able to get the kill towards Kazuya, I believe, in the previous team fight with super low HP. So genius optimization from Juviana, and hopefully it will continue after this in the next objective battle. Or do they want to fight immediately? On connecting on towards Jinzu. Gotta watch out, Walker already using the battles. Oh, look at the shifting skies! Lamanch with the blazing duet, but it looks like Leon is still very much healthy, not for long though, because RX is free hitting! RX has all the time in the world to take everyone down! Maniac, is it a savage? No! Kazuya gets the final kill! What the heck happened?
What happened with Sora, man? Doesn't matter which side of the map you're on. We got Sora on both sides, and both having amazing shifting skies. Boostgate just had to wait for Leon to make a mistake, and a mistake did happen. But it's off of the play from a Valentina. Apparently now, the better Sora.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ironically.
It worked. It actually worked out. The first time we saw the Valentina in a lane against Sora, I guess it was very 50-50 towards the very end. We can't say it's like a pure counter. We saw a lot of mistakes coming from both sides, but in the end, the way that they were able to layer their CC was just brilliant, right? Because we saw a lot of moments where RX tried to do the same thing, but the real-world manipulation wasn't positioned properly. But in that particular situation, I'd call it luck, call it skill, whatever it was, but it worked out so well. RX came in real-world manipulation, the AOG after that to continuously lock them for that burst damage to come through. That was that one moment that was so beautiful that saved the day.
I 100% say it's good because look at this. Like, you engage in, but look at that. 2 Winter Crowns bought them so much time so that RX could be there because RX was not in position to fight back. But because Sora, well, the Valentina with the Sora ult, forces them to fight whether they like it or not. And then that Winter Crown, he used it in the time where they're like, well, we're already in. We can't disengage now. We have to fight. And then RX just came in and then just clean house.
By the way, this is officially the longest game in the wildcards.
Good to know.
20 minutes and 11 seconds.
That's what I would call a clencher for both sides.
A clencher.
Yeah. That was... It could go either way, man. And Boostgate, like you can call luck because that Gatot Kacha overextension. Is that even overextension at this point?
That was weird.
Is that
Whacker
intentional?
Was weird.
I feel like overextension works out whether it's intentional or not. But, you know, like we can see the idea. He didn't do it just to show that he has an ult. You know, he's trying to set it up for his team because I can see the vision. Gato jumps in, grabs 3, shifting skies, grabs 5, and then just clean up with the Eve. But, you know, if your AOG didn't hit on anyone, and then XC's just like, hey, that's all you, buddy.
I think he actually hit. He did 3 people. He hit 3 people with
there
AOG.
was no follow-up, so I don't know if there was like it was like just him, guys, let's go! And then everyone else was not in position yet, or they're just like, I bet you can't hit it. And then when he did, it's like, oops, our bad.
I think there was proper follow-up. RX was free hitting all over the place. I think he did use the Winter Crown, right? Wachter, you know, he's super low. Winter Crown, then AOG getting 3. And that gives all the time in the world, all the space in the world for the whole team of Boostgate to be able to flourish.
But it didn't.
What?
Is this the moment where he did it and it worked? Or
it worked. It worked.
Oh.
But I do got to say, as a roamer, playing with Malaysian casters, it has happened to me quite a few times.
Like
they're
they
like,
don't believe
go in. And I'm like, okay. And then when I go, it's like, oops.
Oopsie.
Like you didn't get it?
No, I get it.
Oh, but they didn't believe that you could get it.
So they just like, sorry, man, we were joking.
It's in the back of their head, oh, it's Lafel. Let's not expect too much, you know.
Although, it's like, I can't blame them because Husky is a mid. He uses Farsa. And then I was using Cho. And I kick a Lancelot over to him. I kick a Lapu over to him.
Yeah.
So I can't understand why he wouldn't trust me.
I'd be really pissed.
It's earned.
You what?
Yeah, I'd be really pissed.
Yeah. There was a time. This is the legendary one. It happened in Malaysia. It was nice because Midnight was there, Mirko was there, and I kicked over a Tigreal.
Oh.
We still won. We still won, but...
I mean, I've done that before with the Jushin.
Right.
Like pick up a Tigreal, give it to my core.
I can't relate. I'm playing EXP. I'm not bringing anyone back.
No, I mean, it's just that sometimes you have to remind people that you're here to have fun.
Exactly.
Right? Right? You feel me, right?
I feel you.
But in this stage, though, I don't think they're here to have fun. They're here to win.
Hey, no. The coach keeps telling them, like, guys, remember, have fun. You know, the coaches always say that.
That's just whatchamacallit, empty words.
But that's the whole point of this, right? It's to have fun.
Would you be having fun if you were losing 2-0 immediately in all the group stage matches?
I mean, it's experience that I'll take back for my next time I go to an international.
See, that's the mindset that you need, Chef Finn. She's been doing this for like 12 years at this point. She's been here for quite a while. I don't know what her skincare routine is, but she looks hella young.
I wasn't born yet.
I think the bangs did a lot of things too.
Yeah, she looks like she's 30 or something.
No, I didn't say that. I was saying you look younger with the bangs.
Isn't 30 like young? People keep telling me that, but do you guys know that the average lifespan, people think it's 100, but it's not. You actually live around 60, 70 years old. So if you're 30, you're kind of at midlife at this point.
Who the hell thought it's 100?
No, this was before technology, you know? And 100 seems like a pretty reasonable number. And Chef Finn, by the way, this is the MVP by Real Me. We will pick up on this conversation later, but the MVP is going to be RX. And the thing is, if you get a Maniac, kind of deserve it. 6, 2, and 3, 71,000 total damage. And let me just say, us as humans, we're getting smaller and smaller, and our lifespan is getting shorter and shorter.
What are we doing right now?
Back during Nabi Adam days, they lived for like, what, 300 years, etc.
And their feet were huge.
Their entire body was huge.
Why are we talking about
We
this?
want to talk about the MVP?
Yeah, RX.
RX.
Yeah.
I really like this change in the gold lane, where you know how we had fighter gold lanes?
Yeah.
So they're like, we can do it with the marksman.
Oh.
So
Like
you get best of both worlds, because you want sustain, you want to lane bully, and quite a few marksmen with the fighter emblem can do that. I like this like I want both kind of mentality, you know? And you get both.
Yeah, and it does a lot, right? Even in the laning phase, you sustain really, really well against a Claude. Even though you're already winning the matchup already, and it gives you a lot more edge for you to work on. We didn't see that one, RX. He was hitting the
Yes.
What the heck?
It even disrupted your play-by-play, but I don't blame you, man. But really, like, all this is really a highlight of how good of a hero Sora is. Because we see from Juviana as well as Xe, man, both utilizing the shifting skies very, very well.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if this goes on, it might be like Bruno back in M6, where we might have a hotfix in the middle of the tournament.
Gosh, wait.
I mean, like, here's
That
the
might
thing.
happen.
Because we only see it, like, today. But what if it happens all the time? But I'm pretty sure people would just ban it.
Ban it, yeah.
See, to be fair, I think a lot of people are not really used to Sora yet. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why they're still quote-unquote overextending with Sora having the flicker too.
Because you're not used to that range. Like, you think you're far enough, but apparently not.
Yeah.
And again, I feel like the item that really saved Boostgate here, which they have sold, was that Winter Crown. Because that the engage was good, but the fact that you're able to basically buy that time for RX to come in and eventually get that Maniac, that was key. That was really good. And Xe, even though he was not the MVP, what an amazing game by Xe, just building tank Valentina, and we saw the damage numbers was still there.
That's why I would personally give my flowers over to Xe,
Same.
especially as an EXP
I don't have
laner.
flowers, I'll give fries.
I'll buy you some. Anyway, about Xe, being an EXP laner, playing a mage, sometimes the skill doesn't translate too well, right? Because like a mage is a lot more squishier, it's a little harder, it's a little different, but he did it really, really well.
Yeah. And that's why he was building towards the tank emblem. So now the margin of error is really, really big for Xe.
Yeah. But Leon, they had an amazing game as well, because I really feel like they did not expect the last team fight to occur in that kind of way. Because we did say that when we're about 18 minutes of the game, it's really mostly on that team fight. And at 18 minutes, 19 minutes, if 2 or 3 members die, you still have a chance to defend. But if you get wiped out, right, that's GG. The fact that they got wiped out, I'm pretty sure Leon did not expect that, because they had 3 consecutive good fights. So they were at a high, you know. They hit that power spike. They didn't do too many mistakes, but it just takes that one. You know, that one mistake, and then it's GG. It's lights out.
And this is the test for all these teams, right? Good teams or bad teams can win early game just based on the composition. But great teams, world-class team, they know what to do in the late game, and they avoid of making that mistake in the late game of just pouring all of your resources towards a Kacha that has Revitalize, that has AOG, that has Winter Crown. Not sure that was a good call from LEON Esports.
I think that's valid. Another thing to point out about the late game is the macro handling that I saw Boostgate being able to perform with, right? In the late game, I agree. Early game, it's a little bit more template. You know mostly what you want to do. You either go for a mirror play, you look for pickoffs on the side lanes, or you go for objectives. It's a lot more simple. But when it comes to the late game, that's when things get a little bit more abstract and gray. And in that position, Leon was leading already. They already had the setup around the low